I know. Such a beautiful scenery. Amazing. This is my balcony from my vacation. It's awesome. Oh well, time to go back to off season. All right, so I am back in the garage. I'm gonna start wrenching on the car in a second. It's right behind the camera. But before that, I have an announcement to make. I will be partnering with a new sponsor for 2020. I can't wait to get their products on the car because I know that it's going to wake up the car a little bit. And I already run some of their products now, and I love the quality that their products give me currently. So for the 2020 season, my new sponsor is going to be Comp Cams. So if you have seen any type of LS builds, you know Comp Cam is huge. We're going to be running their 4.8, 5.3 NSR drift spec cam. Now what that is a drift specific cam, and it's only for the 4.8, 5.3, which is super cool because these are the smaller displacement motors. They make cams for them, yes, but this one's going to be specific for drifting. So I can't wait to get this thing on the dyno to see the power curve that it's going to have over the comp cam that I have now. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Check it out. If you're going to buy a new cam and you have a 4.8 or a 5.3 and you're thinking of upgrading your cam, check them out. Just by looking at it, I can tell it's definitely going to be an upgrade from the comp cam I have now. I just can't wait to get the dyno results with my setup. So without further ado, we're going to get into that because I got to get this thing to the dyno. So let's take this apart now. Yep. Thanks, Comp. The car's back in the garage and I'm taking off all of the front assemblies. I've taken off the water pump and now I have to take off the main pulley, and it is a pain because you have to pull it off because it's, I don't know if it's called pressed on, but the harmonic balancer, it's like it's fitted on to where it's almost perfect, but I got to get that off. And then I use like a pulley puller, but it's not made for this style, so it takes me a while. So I'm going to try to film that. So we'll see. Let's see how that works.
Let's see what he's doing. What's he doing? Babe, what are you doing?
I'm working on the car, obviously. Why? I'm trying to get it cleared up. Come here. I gotta get this off. So the cam is behind here, so I have to pull it off. So electric key. Oh, that is off. Woo! Okay, so we've come to the point where all the wiring that you see, oh, that's off. We pulled that off the head first, and we have to get underneath the valve cover. So we pulled the valve covers off, and now I have to take the rockers off. The rockers are right here. You have 2 per cylinder, and we got to get those off so we can get the tool inside. So basically, we just crack those off. These are going to be your rockers. So you have 4 cylinders on this side, you have 2, and we have to get these off. And they're all torqued down. Oh, they're really tight. Oh, all right. So all these are torqued down to spec, and we got to get these off in order to be able to use the tool, because these press down on the push rods that control the lifters. So once we get all those down, or get all this done, shall I say. So they come out, they're all on the torque specs on GM. We just have to make sure we get them all out, because the only way to put the cam tool in is to take these completely off. I gotta do both sides, and then we can stick the tool in to where the lifters don't fall. Other than that, you have to pull the head off. So Good thing is we have the tool. We're gonna use the tool, and we just gotta have a little process to get to where we can use the tool. We don't have to pull the motor out, pull the heads off. So that's a neat tool. I'm gonna show you how to use that a little later. So, got the box, it came in. Let's see what they sent us from Camshaft. I always love opening boxes because it's kind of like Christmas, right? Even though Christmas is like a month away. Bubble wrap, who doesn't love bubble wrap? That keeps everything nice and tight. Oh, look at this. Ooh, that new cam. Oh yeah, love the box. It's pretty dope. I can't wait to get this installed. I think it's gonna definitely change the attitude of the car, and it should add a little more horsepower. So I'm excited to get that installed into the dyno. They also sent us lifter tools. I haven't used these before, but these should make the cam swap a lot easier, and I don't have to pull the motor. I've never used these before. I've never had to do a cam swap inside while the engine was inside the car. So I think that's gonna really be a cool thing to use, and we're gonna film that as well. So I'm kind of glad that they sent that, which is really cool. I think so. Let's see what else they sent us. We got some merch. That's really cool. 2 shirts that they sent us. I'm not gonna open the shirts. I've been in the shop all morning, and I don't want to like get them dirty or anything because my hands are still kind of dirty. They also sent us 3x8 banners. They sent us 2 banners. I did not know this was coming. I appreciate you guys for this. This is kind of cool. We can hang those in the pits. And this is, what is this? Oh, this is a fender cover. Interesting. I did not know this was coming. That's kind of cool. Oh. That's kind of cool. It opens up a little more. Comp cams. That's really cool. Interesting. I don't even have any of these. So this is really cool. I'm definitely going to use this, especially whenever the car either gets painted or wrapped. So that's going to come in handy. I don't have any now. I can't thank those guys at Comps enough. Trent, Alex, I appreciate you guys. And I hope we have not hope, because I know we're going to have a successful year. And I thank you for all your products that you sent us. And I can't wait to get the cam in the car and see what the dyno does. So I appreciate you guys, and we're gonna go over to switching that cam because we gotta get this in the car. I wanna get it to the dyno so we can do some testing. So appreciate you guys. Thanks, Comp. Okay, so now I'm at the point to where I can take off the camshaft sprocket, and I've already made sure that the timing marks on both of the sprockets are lined up where they should be whenever you're timing the motor. Okay, now that that's off the way, old one's out, time to put the new one in. Okay, so anytime you get a cam swap, I would imagine you should use assembly lube. You don't want any bare metal on metal contact. And I'm actually using the bubble wrap again. Isn't that something? So it came handy. I didn't want to put the new camshaft on the table. I brushed off the table, but it still has little metal shavings on it from previous things I was doing. So now we have some assembly lube. We're gonna go ahead and get that all on here really quick, and then we're gonna get that back in the car. Okay, so I thought something was wrong, and so I pulled the cam out because it wouldn't go any further, as you see in the video. And I actually found out what was wrong. There was a lifter that was just hanging down a little too low to where the cam couldn't go anymore. So I took the cam out, and I didn't film all this because I was kind of freaking out because I was like, oh my God, a lifter fell. I am kind of screwed. But it's in there. It's good. See, it's in there. Bam, it is in there. So we're good. And you can turn, it's kind of tight because of the lube and it's brand new cam, but that's normal. But it's in there. So it was just sticking out just enough to where the camshaft would not go in. So I tried to take I actually took a broomstick and I stuck it through the cam hole and lifted it up a little bit, and it still came down. So the only other idea I had was, let me stick a magnet where the push rod goes, and we're gonna pull it out. So that's what I did. I had to go to the AutoZone just to buy one of these so I could stick it. I have an example because I have a lifter tray. So this is a lifter tray. This is what holds your lifters in place, right? And there's a little hole. You see these, not this hole, not this hole here, but you see these two holes, right? They're just big enough for the magnet to go in, and I was able to stick the magnet in through one of these little holes and pull the magnet up, which means my lifter tray on that cylinder is just probably a little loose because of age. So it's good now, and whew, that was a scare. I was like, oh my God, now I gotta pull the head off just because the lifter fell. We're gonna have to pull the whole motor out or pull the head off. So, but just did a little thinking, kind of sat back for a second. So now I'm about to bolt everything back on, and then we should be good to go. So let's just keep watching. so that's pretty much it. The cam is in there. The front sprockets are back on. I just got to put some tension on the main pulley, and then I'll be able to torque the cam sprocket to the torque specs. Other than that, that's pretty much it. The front cover goes back on, and then I can start it. I had to pull the spark plugs, obviously, because we're doing a cam swap. And I pulled the spark plugs, and they're actually kind of bad, so I'm kind of glad I got a chance to pull them, because 3 of them were bad. And we're going to order some new spark plugs and throw those in there right before we go to the dyno. So thank you for watching this episode. We're going to finish this setup tonight, and hopefully the next one will be at the dyno. So thank you for watching, and I appreciate you. If you like this video, hit that like and subscribe for more content. Peace. Once again, thanks Comp Cam for the new cams. See ya.